Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Believes Crypto Show. We had an enormous pump today. We're going to talk about major events that happen in cryptocurrency, in this crypto space, and we're going to focus on trading. My name is Believes, and I'm your host, so please do me the favor of hitting the like button, hit the subscribe button, the bell to be notified of future content, and we're going to kick off tonight, after this jump, with these, the top stories.
It's your boy Bleeves. Everybody listen up. Let's get it. I'm trying to put money in your pocket. That crypto wallet. That bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. 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 I'm always right.
You know, I was going to change that, but then every day is a gift. And here we are with crypto again, having a nice run. And we're going to talk about what's going on. For those of you who don't know, let me summarize it for you. By the way, George Lopez Garcia, thanks for coming to the show. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know that you're here. So here's what happened. CPI number came in today, and it came in at 2.7. This was cooler than what was expected. It was expected to come in somewhere in the neighborhood of 2.8, 2.9. So having a lower number means that there is a much greater likelihood that the Fed is going to initiate another rate cut. The data is showing that Chairman Powell needs to step up big time, and he needs to start nailing this. Otherwise, he's going to have to get out of the way. But there were three big things that happened today that caused this surge. First of all was the CPI data. Then we got the leak and the outline of the Clarity Act. So U.S. senators started dropping the information. Now, if you read between the lines and you see what, I think it was Chuck Schumer and one of the other Democratic senators said that this was a non-starter unless the Republicans put something in there to prevent the President of the United States and officials in the White House from profiting off of cryptocurrency. Now, obviously that's a clown show sort of response because they're the people who are allowed to inside trade. Nancy Pelosi's been doing it for years. So they're suddenly creating this scenario in which they feel like they have this backbone that would change the narrative overall. But in reality, all they're doing is trying to muddy the waters because what they're doing is they're running protection for the big banks. Now, the big banks have also stepped in. Not only did they step in, but they had a comment to be made about this. And their comment to be made about this was that they think that yields should be reduced greatly and that there shouldn't be any more than maybe a 4% yield or something like that. So the banks have stepped in and now they're saying, well, you can't make money off of crypto. We can only make money off crypto. So it's just another clown show and we'll see how this goes. But I think that really what we're looking at right now and what people are really angling towards right now is getting rid of the filibuster and making this thing pass. Mike Johnson right now, and was it John Thune? These guys have been derelict in what they're supposed to be doing. Like, by this point, we should have the filibuster done with and majority should rule. So we'll see what happens there. But the Clarity Act, we got an update on that. And then we got inflows on the institutions. So what did we see? We saw net 73 million in inflows, which was a big one. We've got 18 million so far in Ethereum for the day. We've got 39 million today for Ethereum. But yesterday we had inflows of 116 million on Bitcoin. Yesterday, we had inflows totaling 5 million on Ethereum. Certainly want to see more, but we're happy that we're getting inflows. Inflows are positive. Solana had 10.8 million in inflows, and XRP, not to be outdone, had another 15 million. And by the way, they've now got 2 days in a row with almost the exact same amount. I think later, as we start to get some of this data, it'll probably change over the next couple of hours. But right now, we're seeing another round of capital inflows coming into these markets. That's a great sign. That's a sign of strength in the markets. Not only that, fear and greed index still hovering around 26. So if you wanted to buy Bitcoin, remember, I told you guys, I warned you guys, we've done this over and over again. Now was the time to buy. I gave you the price, and we're going to look at everywhere that I talked about, but I gave you all you needed to know about where, guys, I told you to buy. That's all I can say. I told you to buy. Yesterday, I told you that you should be buying some of that DEFX, which is still a new sponsor of the channel. Again, I'm telling you one more time, the time is running out right now for a purchase of Definity. I'm not going to beg you, I'm not going to plead you, but I am going to tell you that something big, I think, is going to happen to Definity over the next couple of days. And if that plays out the way that I think it will, I do think that it's at least a 5x. And by the way, just for full disclosure here, it's only trading at about a $2 million market cap. So when I say that, I'm not telling you that a $200 million project is going to $1 billion. I'm not even giving you high hopes and dreams in that. I think it's going to go way higher. But a 5x right now, a nice 5x is something that everybody could use on their bag. I'm not telling you to over risk. I'm not telling you to do anything more than just do your own research and figure out for yourself whether or not it's the investment for you. And if it is, I'll see you at the top, because this is it is my belief that in the next couple days, this is going to be a big one. So now let's look at our trade setups and let's see exactly what happened right now. We're caught up on the news, and Bitcoin absolutely broke out. Now, what are we looking for on Bitcoin? What we're looking for on Bitcoin is we're going to remove this from the bottom down here. And now what we're looking for is we're looking for Bitcoin to retest down here at 94,000. So if you're in the game, set a buy order at 94,160. That's my zone right there. Now, could set it a little bit higher, because if you look at where I'm showing you this right now, this is at the bottom of that little wick right there, but there's a lot of wicks going up here right there at that 94,600. So I'm not sure which one we're going to take, but 94,000, let's call it 94.2. Matter of fact, I'm going to set a buy order at 94,200 real quick. Might as well put the money where the mouth is, right? All right, so we're going to do Bitcoin. There we go. And we're going to do a 5x, and we're going to go on a limit of 94,200, and we're going to go all in. All right, so if we get that opportunity, we get that breakout, then there we go. Anybody else having a problem with their latest Windows update? For whatever reason, I'm starting to get like delays on my computer, which I've never had before, from the latest Windows update. Nonetheless, so we got a buy set up at 94,200 for Bitcoin. Again, just a nice little rip today, a nice little run. I took my profit at 20% on the XRP win. Also, Ethereum is still running. I suspect we're going to see a continuation of this move all the way up here. Now, again, if it comes up here and it touches and kisses this, expect for a retracement down to one of two spots. It's either going to come to this area, or it's going to come all the way back down into this area. So I would be concerned about Ethereum at this point. But if it breaks out and it goes above and we get that wick right up into that range right there at around 36, 3,700, then we're going to set a buy order at 34.83 or 34.80 in anticipation of an upward movement right there. So nothing has changed fundamentally on Ethereum. Just want to see it actually start to run. What did we get on Solana? We actually got the run. I told you we were going to have the run. We did have the run, and I told you it could still continue on, and right now it's continuing on. So I suspect we're going to see a move up through here a little bit to 155 or so, then a breakdown here. Set your buy order around 145, and let's see if we can't make a little bit of money off of Solana as well. XRP is at 216 right now. Just a little short while ago, we took it at 205, broke out, came back down, we got it at 205. Then I started feeling like, you know what, let me just scalp it. Let me just take the money. Let me just take this win. And then after I take this win, we'll see what happens next. So now I'm waiting to see what happens again. Now, if it comes back down here, I'm going to be a buyer again at 205. I'm going to come back in at 205 with an expectation that it's going to go up here to 270. Now, I would be looking at maybe matching this top over here at 240. That is a nice significant gain in between that range right there. So if we get that buy and we get that move up there, that is a 17% gain. So I suspect it's a good opportunity for you to buy some XRP as well. Tau breaking out to the range, the top end of the range that it's been kind of in for a little while. We want to see it break above 305. We get bullish when we see it break above 305 right now because that's the resistance area, and you're seeing it kind of bouncing off of it right now. Now, I want to move that down a little bit. As a matter of fact, let's structure that resistance right there at 300 instead of 305. I think that's probably going to be a better number. And let's make that a 2 right there. All right, so 300, look for, don't set a buy order at 300 until you see it move up and wick to 340, 350, something like that. See a little move there. Then it comes back down here. That's when you set your buy order, when it's up here. Set a buy order at $300 for a bounce, and then it's going to go into that 450 range. Now, why do I think it's going to go into that 450 range? Well, AI crypto started to take off today. The only one that really didn't take off more than 5% was Tau. Tau was up 5%, but ICP was up 15%. Near Protocol was up 14%. We're having a nice little day for AIs, but it wasn't BitTensor. So I suspect that we're going to see BitTensor, which seems to run a little differently than the other AIs. I suspect that we're going to see it break out just in a wild moment, and we'll see that run right up there. But I suspect 350 right here, a bounce back down to 300, and then we're going to get, boom, a nice big move into that 450 range. BNB is up $50 on the day, was trading at $900 yesterday, and then broke absolutely out. I told you guys I was expecting a move. Now, again, break down here and then a move up here is what we're looking for. Nothing has fundamentally changed. So right now, set a buy order at $900 just in case BNB dips a little bit. Also, Avalanche had a little bit of a breakout, and I said I didn't like the layout of it, that it wasn't looking very bullish, and then shock, it became very, very bullish. And then I think I also said, when you zoom out, like, I mean, this is the spot to buy. Anytime you buy on Avalanche right now, I think is a good buy ultimately. But again, we're trying to scalp as much as we can get to make as much profit as we can get. So Avalanche right now, I would just enter and look for a move up to 18, 19 bucks. Luna Classic up a little bit on the day, but not breaking out like the rest of the market. The rest of the market, this does not move the same as the rest of the market because it's not priced in as one of the major cap altcoins. So it's going to lag behind a little bit, but I think it's going to have a blow off in just a little while, and we'll be at 4068. So be a good opportunity to accumulate a little bit of Luna Classic. Now, if the market does reverse and we start to see some profit taking along the way, which I suspect we will, then all of these altcoins are going to go down. So just know that. Trump is back up doing pretty well right now at 569. Had a good run today, up again. You know, it's just one of those days where everything seemed to move like 5 or 10% ultimately. So, you know, we had this move here to here. So about 6% was the total move on the Trump meme coin. And again, I think the Trump meme coin is going to be under fire by Democrats. So, you know, I suspect there's going to be a breakout of some sort. I think there's going to be something happening here, but it's going to be a matter of time. So any entry into Trump right now, I think is going to be good. Don't use leverage, but just get in. Near Protocol, I told you that, you know, like I said, it's going to go way up or way down. And guess what? Went way up, and it broke above where we said, like, this is the goal I gave you, right? So it broke way above the goal that I gave you. Now we want to see it break back down, and we want to set a buy order at $1.83 right now on Near Protocol, thinking that Near is going to break out and start heading way up. So What you should be looking at right now is that big move getting ready. But again, I suspect we're going to see $1.83 before that move. Ondo did not move very much. Again, this is not one of those prime cryptos that people are paying attention to right now, so didn't have much of a move. And the shine has kind of worn off just a little bit on Ondo, so it might take a little while before we see anything happen right there, but it'll break out when you least expect it. Again, this is another one where when you zoom out, like, you really, like, this is the spot. Like, this is the spot right now where, you know, if this is something that you like, if this is something that you hold, I mean, I would go all in right now and just give it a little bit of time, let it marinate, and see if it doesn't just pop up here to about 85 cents to $1 in very short order as we start to kick off this altcoin season. Now, I don't know that we're in altcoin season, but I do know that it sure looks like we're having a nice little run. Place that we didn't have a run, which I would have liked to have seen, was Pendle. It was up 7% overall on the day, but that's not really what I'm looking for from Pendle. I'm looking for Pendle to have that 15-20% breakout, get back above that 250 level. Again, it just kind of rejected it right there. And by the way, if we take this was me kind of guessing right here, but it looks like it's going to be right there. I move that to a 2-point right there, along with this little dip right here to 240. So 240 is kind of our go zone. Once we get above 240, we get a fall back down into 240. That's where you take your buy, and then that's when you get that breakout towards the top. So, and by the way, I'm pointing to the top right now because I think that the market is now pricing in for at least another month or two some real nice movement to the upside. I think crypto is about ready to break out. This is exactly what we needed to happen. And over the last 24 hours, we're finally getting the information that we needed. We got the Clarity Act. We got the Clarity Act happening, I should say. And in 2 days, that's when they're going to put it out to the floor for a vote. So will it pass? I don't think so. As a matter of fact, Charles Hoskinson said it could be 2029 before it's going to pass. That's silly nonsense, by the way. That's not exactly how this works. But, there are some nervous people that are talking about it, and, they're concerned about the ability to pass it. But the Democrats want it to pass. They just want protection against Donald Trump making money. They want him to be broke and poor. It's silly. I know that it's silly, but they're looking at his family and they're like, you know what? They're not the Obamas. They're not the Clintons. They can't make money off of government. What are we talking about? It's just silly. It's ridiculous. And they're going to hold it out for a vote. So I think, again, that filibuster, they just really need to work on this filibuster and get it done. So anyway, Pendle, I suspect, going to have a little bit of a breakout. SWE, I don't like, again, SWE is going up, but I'm not really, what I would have liked to see from SWE, to be fair, about a 25% breakout. And we did get a few of those 25%ers today. Matter of fact, MK went up 25% again today. So, we'll find some of those. Dev, one of the only cryptos in all of fucking crypto that went down on the day. Can you imagine that? Like, crypto goes up $150 billion on a day, and you're the only crypto that goes down. Unbelievable. Definity. Definity did not move at all. I suspect that we're going to see a move up here where it was a couple days ago, though. Like, I think that, I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. But I suspect that we're going to see this move right here happen really fast. Okay. And I think that at least this move right here is going to play out. I mean, quick. I think quick. And then I think it'll break here. And then I think we're going to look at the all-time high. I think that what they've got going on right now corresponds with their all-time high. Their all-time high right now is 7 cents. They're trading at 1.4 now. To me, that's an easy 5x. Now, in my opinion, it's going to go more like 20x. But I don't know that to be the case. I think the only safe number that I can give you right now is a 5x. But I'm not we'll have to see how this thing plays out. But it could be that Definity is the incredible breakout before Dev actually has its breakout. Arrow. Again, what I told you before, this is the big lending protocol right now for base. And yesterday or today, what was the breakout here on 8%? Had a nice 8% breakout, and it's still surging up 2.5% more in the last couple of hours. API 3 is barely up, but it did have a rally again, about 6%. Everything just seemed to kind of start moving. Aster had a little bit of a move today. Centrifuge had a big move today. Conflux had a tinier move. Chainlink, look at that Chainlink breakout right there. Remember I was talking about Link and I was like, just 9% breakout on Link today. Again, and by the way, what matters is where you enter your position. It doesn't matter what the position is at this point. And look at Pepe having a nice little breakout. That's the start of a meme coin season, by the way. If Pepe really starts to get on fire, then we're going to see a meme coin breakout. VeChain, I really don't know what to say about VeChain. They've got a lot of sponsorships. They've got a lot of people with a vested interest in making something happen over here on VeChain, but people are just not into it. There's not a lot of trade volume on it. People are not using it like you would hope or want. So, I don't know what to say here other than zoom out. You're at the bottom, or you're very close to the bottom. So, it's not going to hurt you to have yourself a bag. Remembering here that at one point it went all the way up to 27 cents, which is about a 20x away, 24x away from where we are right now. So if we do get an altcoin season and an altcoin breakout, I think this could be an easy 10x minimum. So I would certainly have some of that. WLFI, I made a few bucks off of this the other day. But I told you that I wanted that buy zone right there at 1 cent. I'm not getting that buy at 1 cent. Looks like it's trying to break out to our 10 cents. It's trying to break up at above 20 cents. So we'll see whether or not it's got the juice for that. That line, like right there, seems to be a little bit high right there. Let's move that down. And yeah, there we go. That little pivot right there seems to be where it's breaking into. So if it breaks above, one thing I do want to say about World Liberty Financials, I'm not sure how their revenue is generating. So because it's a Trump themed item, because it's something that he's into, it's going to be incredibly volatile. So I'm still one of those people that thinks that it should come down here to 10 cents one more time. And then we buy a bunch right here. And then we watch it spike back up at least to 20 cents. The top over here was $1. That was the price that it launched at. And everybody who got in early sold off. Some of the people were vested, but ultimately it's not, by the way, it's not, look, if you're not buying the bottom, you don't feel this way, but I think the bottom is 10 cents. So set a buy order at 10 cents and see what happens. Weeks is starting its reversal. Right now it's at 3 cents. The all-time high is 4 cents. So I don't, it doesn't really, I don't know that it's going to go very far. So I have it on my radar here. Matter of fact, I'm going to drop it down here because I don't really see any reason for us to be talking about it. As a matter of fact, we already have one down there. So we'll skip on from that. Zebek Network, I don't know enough about this to say it's going to do anything. I will look into this over the next couple days, and then we'll try to come up with a thesis here to see how it's going to go. Zcash still broke down, did not recover at all today. So we're not looking to have Zcash on our radar. Syrup did not take off today, despite the fact, again, this is not a lender thing. This seems to be AI right now. OM, by the way, did have a nice little spike, but it's been so low for so long at this point that, so when you look at it right here, you've had some opportunities to get it at 6 cents or close to 6 cents right now. So popping up to 8 cents, about a 33% increase over a short period of time. A nice couple of days here. You look at it right now from about a week and a half ago, it's up 22%, but it only matters if you bought the bottom of it. So HBAR, not making any moves. Aave, not really making any moves. But if Ethereum breaks out, Aave's going to break out, obviously. Cardano having a nice little recovery. Like, now we're starting to see, because we've got this big green candle, we're starting to see this bullish sort of reversal. So I'm suspecting that we're going to continue to see that. And we're going to talk about a few of these other ones right after this. Risk-based gaming and prediction markets are all the rage, and that's where TerraCasino.io comes into play. Guys, the smart money is in TerraCasino.io. Are you smart right now? If you do, you already got a login. If you're not, it's time to smarten up and get yourself a login. Go to TerraCasino.io and sign up today. Link in the description down below, and start your risk-based gaming adventure right now. If you're trading meme coins or utility coins, and I do have a list, you know what the list is, but Terraport.finance is your place to go. They have everything you need. They have a deep pool of liquidity, and Terra Luna Classic is blowing up right now. You've seen the charts. And if you're trying to track your trades, then TrackMyTrades.ai is the place to go. Link in the description down below. You can track all of your trades. You can find out how successful you've been, and an automated tracker is available to you by subscription. All you have to do is sign up today. Traders everywhere are quitting their jobs left and right because this new trading indicator just turned TradingView into a profit printing machine. This is the best trading indicator that I have ever seen. This beast scans every market on TradingView, crypto, forex, stocks, you name it, it will find you entry points, and it's going to pinpoint high probability reversal zones, and it's going to do it in real time. You're looking at it on the screen right now. In fact, not only does it give you that, but it gives you sell strength indicators, and it bases them on when you should be selling after you're being asked to enter a trade. With a 90% success ratio, can you afford not to get involved on this? I'm going to ask you. This Crusader Signals indicator is the indicator that makes legends. Grab it now, link below. Don't trade blindly. We're going to be talking about this. We're going to be checking this out, true believers, for the next couple of months. Guys, I think this is the next great indicator. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right. All right, guys, now let's look at Crusaders and let's see what's going on with Crusaders. They gave you buy signals on Assemble AI. If you start accumulating on Assemble AI from your Crusader signals, then guess what? You're already starting to feel that profit. And by the way, it does ask you to DCA. It always asks you to DCA. It's not seeing a buy on Ether. On Atom, it gave you a buy signal right there, and you are now up pretty big in profit if you paid attention to it. Avantis is not supported by it. Band Protocol, it gave you quite a few buy orders on signal strength right now, and this little breakout right now should be making you feel pretty good. That would be a DCA. It's giving you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different strength buy signals. And remember, the idea is in the event that you're looking for a buy signal here, then you buy small on strength 1. You buy a little bit more on strength 2, a little bit more on 3, a little bit more on 4, a little bit more on 5, a little bit more on 6, a little bit more on 7. It goes all the way up to 10. When it gets up to 10, that's when you ape. You absolutely ape. But if you don't get that 10 and you only get, like in this situation, a 7, as long as you're DCAing responsibly and doing it the right way, guess what? You're making money right away. It's just that easy. Roy G says, I missed the morning lives. Well, I could record this and do it in the mornings, but that's not really helping. So, you know what? Let me talk to you guys about it. I guess maybe we should talk about what's going on and why am I changing this stuff? And really it comes down to this. I don't get enough engagement. So if you guys want to help me, the easiest way to help me is when I put out a video, you hit the like button, you leave a comment down below. But guys, I can show you, it's not for nothing. I have to have an audience, and the audience that I have, you guys are very supportive. I don't want to take that away, but it doesn't help. Like, for example, here, yesterday I put out this video, and I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was a hilarious video. I said that Trump DOJ, I even made a funny thing up here, Rocky 7, Jerome Powell and Donald Trump fighting. And all I need is for you guys to hit the like button. All I need is for you guys to leave a comment or something like that, right? And I mean, look, there's one comment on this video. So, I need support. So I have to find a bigger audience. And the problem is this, I talked about meme coins and stuff like that. And I talked about stuff that, just maybe you're not interested in. You know what I mean? So I have to find a new lane, and I do have, I've got the plan laid out. As a matter of fact, I learned it from my Bears channel. In case you guys didn't know, I've gotten millions of views from the Chicago Bears for the last month, which is why I'm spending more time doing Chicago Bears content than I am doing crypto content right now, because more people are paying attention. So the thing is, if I want to grow this channel, and I do want to grow this crypto channel, then I need the support of the people who support me. So when I do something that I think is a good video, just like this Trump's DOJ just went after Jerome Powell, is crypto in danger? By the way, let me show you. If you look up here, as far as the title goes, 99. And that means that the system says that this, by all methods, including the thumbnail, this video should go viral. The problem with it not going viral is most of the people here who support me are not supporting this video. And then that means that it dies because nobody's even bothering to pay attention to it. And if you guys don't help me, then I have to find a path forward where people will help. And at 9 a.m., it's not helping. So I have to move into a different lane. Also, you notice we're doing trading more, and we're doing far less just talking about news and stuff like that, because I would love to be a news channel. I would love to give you guys news every single day. I would love to be able to do that because that's what I really like. But that's not paying my bills. In order for me to pay bills, in order for me to make money in crypto right now, I need people who are trading. So we're going to do a trading show, and we're going to talk trading all the time. And if you want to help me, Crusader Signals Indicator, track my trades, sign up at Weeks, sign up at KCEX. Buying some Definity doesn't really help me. It's going to help you, in my opinion, over the next couple of days. But go to Terra Casino, sign up, become a member there. Trade your Terra Luna Classic on Terraport. You know, you do those kind of things that support me, and then that allows me to continue to support you in whatever way that I'm doing, if I am. It allows me to give you all the calls, the signal, everything that you want me to do or would like me to do. That's where it comes from. It's my ability right there to be able to do stuff like that. Okay? So there we are. So I would like to do it. I would love to be able to, but it's just, I can't. I don't have the time, and I'm not getting, we've been doing 9 a.m. for 3 years now. And if I was going to get discovered by people at 9 a.m., it would have already happened by now. Plain and simple. And by the way, if we go look at, this annoys me, by the way, but you know, I can't do anything about it. And it's not your fault. It's my fault. But if you go to, who's at 9 o'clock? What's her name? Randy Hipper? Yeah, Randy Hipper. Miss Teen Crypto right here. She does a live stream every morning at 9 a.m. 561 views, 802 views, 796. She's barely getting any more than me, but this is a teenager in crypto, and she's getting more engagement than I am at the time. And by the way, beautiful thumbnails. She's doing all the right things with the thumbnail. She's doing all of this, you know, she's doing a great job. But I can't seem to get people, they want to go look at her. They don't want to come look at me. So fuck am I going to do with that? Like, I can't, I got nothing I can do with that. Crypto Lifer, Sam. Sam is a friend of mine, or at least he was until I'm not even going to talk about it. But here we go. He's got 6.2 thousand, 6.6 thousand, 4,000, 3.3 thousand, 3.8, 3.3, 8,000, 7,000, 7,000, 7,000. If I had that, I'd be doing a morning show. If I had that kind of support, I would be doing a morning show. But I don't. So, you know, I have to pick somewhere else. The Cryptosaurus, the fucking dinosaur dude. His live stream, 21,000 views, 33,000 views, 26,000 views, 26,000 views. Does he tell you where the market's going? Nope. Does he have any idea where the market's going? Not at all. Is he a trader? Is he, is he somebody who can tell you what's going to actually happen? No, he's a news reporter like I would like to be, but I can't get those 21,000 people to log in to log in and watch me. So I can't do it. You know what I mean? So I have to try something different. So, and I got some, we are going to try something different, by the way. I do have some new stuff that I'm going to be doing, just to give you guys some ideas about what I'm going to be doing in the future here I'm going to be doing a lot more shorts, and any short that becomes popular, we'll be making regular long form content about it. We'll be tapping what we call tapping all kinds of different markets. So a lot of people come to me and they say things like, hey, would you make a video about this project or this project or this project or something like that? Yeah, everything that I'm talking about right here on trade setups, from, like what we're going to have is you're going to start seeing shorts coming from me on Bitcoin, and they'll be long form. They'll be the longer form one, like shorts. Then you'll see one on Ethereum. You'll see one on Solana, XRP, Tau, BNB. You'll start to see these coming out from me like almost every day. And if some of them are popular, then you'll see longer form content covering that project as well. Matter of fact, once I started going through this new process, I was told that I need to reverse engineer everything that's happening. Just to give you guys an idea, the reason that I'm doing that is because I'm getting, here, I'll just show you my Instagram the other day. I have, shit, you can't do it here. This video right here from Jordan Love right here has 400,000 views. So I had almost 500,000 views on this one video here for the Chicago Bears. My crypto Instagram no longer talks about crypto. It has my name here as Bleaves Crypto. I haven't changed that, but I changed everything else to Bleaves Official, Bleaves Official, Bleaves Official. And now I'm just doing Chicago Bears content. And by the way, each one of these videos, thousands of views every single time. So, and the people support it. That's, that really is what it comes down to. I get a lot of people who are doing a lot of support. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to do, I'm going to do exactly what I can to improve my market and my reach in crypto, in Chicago. And then, by the way, for those of you that didn't know, you know now, I guess, because if you follow me on X, then you know. But I also started a fitness channel. And by the way, I met with a new manager today. But I did this too. Now, I'm going to mute this because I don't want to play the music, but I was doing workout videos. Now, this is a little bit flashy and stuff like that because I just let AI do something with it. And the glowing and the bouncing around, it's kind of distracting. This is not a video for people to do anything. Like, this is not a video for that. This is just me doing my first video, or my first group of videos. So I turned it into a collage of stuff, so that you can see like what am I doing, like how am I working out and stuff like that for a fitness channel. So we'll see how that goes. But that's what I'm doing in my time right now. So now, I guess that kind of summarizes it all. So, anybody have any questions? By the way, I can't get my camera right. My camera is crooked. When I look at my camera right there, it's crooked. I feel like I'm straight up right now. As a matter of fact, I have a grid. I'm going to show it to you. See this grid right here? It kind of shows that I'm like, like I'm right there, like right in the middle right now. That's the exact spot that I'm supposed to be in. But anyway, so that's what I'm doing. Now, let's go. You should watch Jack Mahler's show, as he is a Bears fan as well and in crypto. I could do something like that. The problem with that is I don't like the overlap, or at least the overlap didn't do me any good, or I didn't manage it the right way. But I will check out Jack Mahler's to see how that goes. Anyway, here's what I want, okay? Ultimately, what I want for this year is I want to make you guys rich, okay? That's it. I want to get rich too, okay? I want to get rich too. But I want you guys to get rich, okay? I want to provide you with the calls. I want to provide you with the opportunity. I want to be able to give you something that I think is going to explode like when you least expect, and I mean explode, okay? I want to be able to give you something right there where, you know, you put $1,000 in it, it's $20 or $30 or $40,000, and now you've made some money, and now you want to tip me and be like, hey, you know what? I appreciate that. You know, those kind of things, okay? And I want to be able to do that. And then you are like, you know what? I'm making so much money with this guy right now. I got to get all my friends involved, and then we're just going to grow this channel. Or we're not. But it's not going to be because of me. It's going to be because of you. It's if you guys support me, then when I make a video, support me. You know, just go engage with the video. Go watch the video. Here's what's going on with my video reach right now, just to show you guys. Actually, I'm going to show you guys something here. So if I make a video for like Terra Luna Classic or something like that, fine. It'll be fine, right? But right here, I have 38,887 people who are subscribed to this channel. I don't get 30,000 views on any video. Okay? When you go to my main one right here, the biggest engagement I've ever had was 15,000 people for a Ben Armstrong video. Next up was 12,000 for crypto futures trading. The next one was Terra Luna Classic, 11,000. Then there was Ben Nation versus BitBoy, 10,000. So I haven't had a viral video, okay? I haven't had a viral video at all. So the question now is, you know, obviously Shiba Inu, I did a pretty good job with that, between 5,000 and 6,000. If I were still working Shiba Inu, probably had a good group right there, but they don't care about everything else. They don't care about Bitcoin. They don't care about the things that I care about. They're not my lane. Terra Luna Classic, same thing. Like it is my lane in so much as I like Terra Luna Classic, and I really want to see it go or send, if you will. You know, so, but I mean, you know, when you come down to the past live streams, the last bunch of live streams here, 156 views from yesterday, a couple days ago, 179, 289, 311. See, I'm getting half of what Randy Hipper is getting, and that annoys the shit out of me. Because I think I provide you with better value, or I think I provide everybody with better value. But to go a step further, in case you guys don't know, I have a friend, Kay, and she's going to be watching this, and she's going to be looking and like, what are you doing? But look at this. This is my, I've never botted this account at all. I have 28.2K followers, 28,296 followers right now. Okay, she created Slay House, and all she does is show half-naked women constantly, and she already has half the number of subscribers that I have, and this joined March of 2022, but she didn't actively start using this account until a couple weeks ago. And look at this. This video right here that she got right on January 11, 42,000. This girl dancing, 2.3K. Reposted. Here we go. This girl working out, 6,000 views. Honey Brooks, I don't even know who this is. 6.2K views. Okay, so this Amber Sweetie 1, 6.8 thousand views. So I don't have boobs. I don't, you know, I got to do it with, content, and hopefully we'll have more content. Okay. So, how's all market looking so far? Market's looking fine. The market is beautiful right now. You know, we're not in a bad spot with the market at all. We're actually doing pretty good overall. I think that I think we're about ready. I'm going to move this up just a little bit right there. We're about ready for a breakout, in my opinion. And you know, you never know how it's going to play out, right? But all the pieces are in place right now. all the pieces are in place right now for a massive breakout in the crypto market. So I suspect that we're going to see a massive breakout in the crypto market. It's just a matter right now of Clarity Act. It's just a matter of tax refunds. Everything is set. Everything is ready to go. Also, I do want to say this. There are people right now that I get, you know, that I see that have quit. They're not even making content anymore. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me, or maybe I just don't see them anymore. That could be it. I did take the time to hit a mute button or two and mute a few people. Yeah, here we go. Here's my boy Jake Egan. Last time he made a video, a month ago, giving away $2,500 on his live stream. Aster listed on Coinbase. It had 216 views. He gets less views than I get. He hangs out with and by the way, he does stuff with CZ Binance, Pro the Doge. He does that. He used to do that show with Rodney. What's Rodney doing? My Crypto Journey, right? My Crypto Journey. Rodney's probably putting out good content, right? He hasn't streamed in a month. 200 views, 300 views. It's not worth it. See what I'm saying? So, like, and look, I love these guys. I think these guys I think Rodney is entertaining. Jake, I don't think he's as entertaining as Rodney, but he's an entertaining guy. And nothing. Like, it's just, you know. So, fuck am I gonna do? You know what I mean? So, that's it. That's gonna be the show, guys. I'm gonna put right here. This is what I'm gonna ask you to do. Okay, it's a little bit late right now, but it's kind of screwed right now. But at this point, if you guys want to help me, the biggest way you can help me is that Trump's DOJ just went after Jerome Powell. Is crypto in danger? Go to that video, hit the like button, watch it all the way through. I mean, the video is literally 5 minutes long. Like, I'm not taking up too much of your time in the day, but go hit that, leave a comment on it. Maybe, just maybe, people start to pay attention to it a little bit more, and maybe it goes viral. You never know. I really don't know what's going to end up happening there, but I just, it would help me out tremendously if you guys help me out tremendously. You know what I mean? Luna Classic content, you don't even have to. If you're not Luna Classic, I don't care. Don't worry about it. Don't even engage with it. But if it's not, and it's the other stuff, then, and by the way, send me messages. Tell me what you want me to make content about, and we'll talk about making content about it, because that's the markets that I want to tap. The one that I want to tap the most right now is BitTensor, because BitTensor, I think that's the future of AI. I really think that's the future of AI. So that's the one that I'll be focused on the most. Dutang says, my content sucks right now, but I just posted and going to post another. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, you post and see what happens. My algorithm is screwed, and I gotta fight my way out of it. And I finally got somebody in a management structure who showed me how to get out of it. Now I just got to put in the work to get out of it. So that's the show for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's not financial advice. I'm always right. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I would appreciate you even more